But when the fullness of time had come. The birth of Jesus was providential. The birth of Jesus was providential. When the fullness of time had come. In other words, at the exact moment when it was right, when it was time, in the fullness of time. Because God is never early and he can't be late. In the fullness of time. When everything was exactly right, when everything was exactly as God intended it to be. In the exact moment that God intended it to happen, God was not reacting to situations or circumstances. It was in the fullness of time. God did not decide that things had gotten so out of hand that something had to be done. This was in the fullness of time. God did exactly what he intended, exactly when he intended, exactly how he intended. The birth of Jesus was providential. In other words, the birth of Jesus was part of a plan. The birth of Jesus was part of God's plan. A specific plan for a specific purpose. We learned a little something about that plan in the next phrase. When the fullness of time had come, God sent forth his son. We're already lighting the fire. In the fullness of time, God sent forth his son. Jesus is not like God. He is not close to God. He is not almost God. Jesus is God. In the fullness of time, God sent forth his son. Paul puts it this way in Philippians. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus, who, although he existed in the form of God, did not consider equality with God a thing to be grasped. In Colossians, he makes it clear that the fullness of the Godhead dwelled in him bodily. The triune God makes this clear at the baptism of Jesus. Jesus, the Son, is baptized. And when Jesus, God the Son, is baptized, God the Father speaks from heaven and says, "This is my beloved Son in whom I am well pleased." So God the Father declares that the one being baptized is God the Son, and God the Spirit descends upon him in the form of a dove. We have God here. In the fullness of time, God is executing a plan exactly when the plan is supposed to be executed, and this time is significant because of the very nature of the plan. And the nature of the plan is that God will send God.